Hey, sorry about that. Looks like we had a malfunction with our computer. We're going to continue with my iPhone here for the rest of the class. And we have about 20 minutes to go. So, here we are.
Sorry, should I not be in child's pose?
Right on. So, it's all good. So, for some reason she went off. All right. So anyway, we restarted the computer. Interesting. From down dog, can you guys get in a down dog? From down dog, looking between the hands as you step or take a jump front. Take a breath to find length when you arrive. On the exhale, folding. On the inhale, let's come back to that chair pose one more time. Knees over toes, hands overhead. Exhaling, taking it lower. On the inhale, rising on up. On the exhale, neutral spine. I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart and either keeping that light press of the palms or letting your weight or adding that isometric engagement as we press the hands together and then hands by our side. From here, let's go feet hip width apart. Let's bring hands to the back of our hips. And Jojo, why don't you come up and over, make a little tighter arrangement here. And slide here, yeah. There you go. And we're just going to circle our hips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll take it the other way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Back to center. Let's pretend we have an extra set of hands. Extra set keeps the hips stable. Real hands find the shoulders as we circle our shoulders for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll take those shoulder girdle circles the other way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back to center. Arms in the air, like you either do or don't care. We'll take the hips one way, shoulders the other for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll take those circles the other way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back to center. From here, let's bring hands on hips. Let's step our left foot back, and we'll come back to our Warrior One prep. So we're lining up the heels. We're squaring the hips front. We square the shoulders front, finding a clasp of the fingers behind the head. Pressing the head into the hands, and then this time let's find a tray in front. Breathing in as we gather energy into our center of balance. On the exhale as we offer it out. And let's do that a few times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Halfway down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing in. Breathing out and holding for a big breath into your heart. From here, hand to the front leg catches the hip. So right hand, right hip. We find length on the left side, reaching up and then reaching out. Reaching up and then reaching out. Reaching up and then reaching out. Halfway done here, breathing up. Exhale it out. Inhale it up. Exhale it out. Last one here, breathing it up. And then reach, 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 reach. Also just keeping that back heel grounded. We can start the twist with the wrist. We can slide to the elbow, finding your prayer hands, either looking down to the ground, off to the side, or up past that top elbow with a mixture of effort and ease. Again, we're twisted, we're balancing, still finding a long, smooth breath in, and a long, smooth breath out. From here, let's come out of the twist easily as we frame front foot with both hands. We take a big step back to find our low lunge. And from low lunge, I'm going to invite you to make your way back to down dog as you roll. And take your time. From down dog shape, long smooth breath in. Long smooth breath out. Tail into that breath, looking between your hands as you step or take a jump front. Take a breath to find length. Exhaling, folding. I'll invite you to hold the forward fold as we toe heel our feet wide. Catching opposite elbows and gently swaying your bodies from side to side. Switching side to side. And let's do our low backs a solid here as we bring hands onto our thighs. The chin is tucked. We push into our thighs as we slowly roll ourselves up. Lift tall through the crown. If you want to do this with me, feel free. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Ears, shoulders, hips over heels as we stand tall and breathe. From here, let's go outer shoulder width with the feet. Let's make two fists with the hands. We bring the fists by our hips. On the exhale, we twist and punch out with the left. And then punch out with the right. And finding our fire breath, short, sharp exhalations through the nose. Couple more each way. Side. And then back to center, and hands by our side. From here, hands find the hips. Let's step our right foot back as we find our warrior one prep, hands on the hips. One more time tonight. We can square and relax those shoulders. We can open up fourth and fifth chakra as we press our head into our hands. And then finding that tray in front. From here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Halfway done. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one here. Breathing in. Breathing out and holding. And I'll invite you to take a big breath into your heart. From here, left hand finds hip of the front leg. We find length on the far side, reaching up and then reaching out. Reaching up and then reaching out. Reaching up and then reaching out. Up and out. Two more to go. Reaching up and reaching out. Last one, reaching up and then reach, reach, reach. We can start the twist with the wrist. We can slide to the elbow and finding prayer hands, either looking down to the ground, off to the side, or up to the sky with that mixture of effort and ease. Long, smooth breaths in. Long, smooth breaths out. One more long, smooth breath in here. Finding that full body breath and that full body exhale. From here, coming out easily as we frame that front foot with both hands. Big step back as we find our lunge. And one more time to from lunge back to down dog. And you can take your time. So let's take it to the ground here. I'm going to move our fill. Awesome. So let's all find a child's pose as we ground the knees on down, and also just a cross of the forearms or a pair of soft fists, and just letting yourself rest and relax on the floor. From here, let's come up to a kneeling hero pose as we sit on our feet. I'll go sideways here.
Are you sure?
So if this is, I'm getting some resistance from my in-house students here. If this is too much, you'll come up and take the weight out.
So these are together?
Actually, let's move towards a camel sequence here. So let's go.
That's worse. I prefer the other one.
Let's go knees hip width apart, hands on our hips, and we want to keep the hips pretty much right where they are. We want to feel the shoulder blades moving back and down, open heart, open throat, as we find a little bit of a back bend here. Nice, yeah. Maybe tilt the head back a little bit, Sam, if that feels good. And just breathing into your heart. Now, when we come out of the camel, we want to feel like there's a brick in our chest, and we don't want to drop the brick. But we're going to lift, 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 and then we're going to come back to a child's pose with a cross of the forearms or a pair of soft fists, yogi's choice. Whatever sensation you've induced, breathing into that sensation, just finding your breath. Let's do another couple versions of the camel. So let's come back up to this shape here. So we're on our knees. And I'm going to suggest we tuck the back toes. Can you all see that? It's okay? How's the padding on your knee?
Not enough.
You're a trooper. All right. We can always fold the mat.
It's okay. I'll survive.
He's the youngest one in the room, so.
Fair enough.
Young people have bad knees.
So, version 1, we had hands on hips as we find our back bend. Version 2, we want to keep the hips moving forward. We're going to reach back and catch our heels.
No.
And as we do that, you want to feel like you're lengthening through both sideways as we open up. Once you have the heels, you want to press those hips forward as we open up our heart. And again, if it's cool on your neck, you can let the head fall back. Open heart, open throat. And again, to come out of it, we want to pretend like there's a brick or a ball in our heart. And we don't want to drop that brick as we rise on up. And again, we'll come back to a child's pose with a cross of the forearms or a pair of soft fists. And just letting yourselves be super, super heavy on the floor. From here, let's come back up. Let's do one more version of the camel, the most challenging version. And if you're not up for the most challenging version, you won't do it. I mean, that's the thing about yoga. We're connecting with ourselves. All of us are in different places. So you always want to find that balance between your effort and your ease. Also, you want to enjoy yourself. So, version 1, hands on the hips. Version 2, tuck toes, we catch the heels. Version 3, the feet are unfurled, so tops of the toes are down. And then you are going to have to drop the hips back a little bit to catch those heels, but once you have the heels, you want to feel the hips moving front and away. So we're going to start by thrusting the hips front. More length through each sideways as we open up the heart. We can reach back and around to catch the heels.
That's a lot.
And then once we have the heels, thrusting those hips forward as we open up 4th and 5th chakra. Despite the intensity of the shape, trying to find an easeful quality to your breath. And again, to come out of it as if we have a brick or a ball in our heart, we rise on up. And then one more time, we take it back to a child's pose, either a cross of the forearms or a pair of soft fists as we rest. Relax and release. From here, let's come on up and bring our feet off to one side. Thank God. And you want you guys face front. Why don't we make a little tighter circle there so we can all get in the frame. And I'll suggest butterfly feet. So we've got soles of the feet connected. We're sitting up nice and tall. We want to try to keep tall spine or neutral spine as long as we can as we hinge at the hips. And depending on where your back is tonight, you'll either keep neutral spine, back of the head, in line with the sacrum, or around the back as we breathe into back heart. There's a mantra that goes with this shape. I go deep within to find all that I need. I go deep within to find all that I need. I go deep within to find all that I need. And another 2 or 3 breaths here. With every exhalation, just letting your groin soften. With every inhalation, finding more space in back heart and back lungs. From the butterfly shape, I'll suggest the tuck of the chin as we bring it on up. We can use our hands to close our knees, keeping our inner thighs soft. And I'll suggest 2 long legs. And let's do a long, slow roll down onto our back. So we're going to start with neutral spine, tall spine. We can tuck tail and chin for C-spine as we slowly roll ourselves down. laying each vertebrae down as if we're laying pearls onto a cushion. When we get down, I'll suggest full body stretch. Arms by the ears, but not too low. We want to keep the ribs soft and drawing in. Big breath in as we point fingers and toes. And then I'll invite you to sweep your hands by your side as we lay our heads down, giving all parts of our body lots of permission to breathe as we find our final relaxation shape, Shavasana. Doing whatever else feels right and good for you this evening. Tip of the tongue now neutral in the mouth. A slight part to the lips, but still breathing in and out through the nose. As we hold our Shavasana, I'll invite you to feel front plane of the body falling into back plane and both planes of the body heavying into the floor. At home, feeling free to stay wherever you are for as long as you like. After 15 or 20 minutes, if you hold the Shavasana, eventually the mind recedes, the body relaxes. And we're a wonderful, wonderful place. We're connected to ourselves, we're connected to everything around us, at peace. For those of us in the room here, I'm going to ring these bells 3 times. I'll invite you to hear the striking of the tone, the duration of the note, its diminution, and then the silence thereafter. Those of you at home feeling free to stay right where you are. Those of us here in this room, inviting more prana, more life into your bodies, I'll invite you to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Now inviting that prana in towards center as we gently circle our wrists and our ankles. Now drawing one knee at a time in towards your heart as your hands catch your shins. And using your thighs to gently massage your center of balance, 3 fingers below the navel, as you gently lift and lower your low back and hips. Now coming center and gently rocking it from side to side, releasing and relaxing your low back. And now rolling to the right, stretching long through the right arm, letting that right arm serve as a cushion for the head. As we share a long, slow breath here on the floor, I'll invite you to let that breath sigh out through your mouth, softening your shoulders, relaxing your jaws, softening the corners of your eyes. Neck relaxed, face soft as we press on up to find a cross-legged sit. As we sit, I'll invite you to bring your hands onto your knees, pulling back with your hands to sit up a little straighter, a little taller. A slight tuck of the chin. 5 fingers of one hand find the floor. The palm of the other hand faces the sky. Ending our practice as we started, watching as our breath flows in and as our breath flows out. From this place of breath awareness, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart and bow as you thank yourself for practicing yoga and as we offer our practice out to each other and to the world. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you at home for practicing with us. My apologies for the glitch. For some reason, the computer decided to restart in the middle of the practice. I also want to thank Samuel, my son, and Josephine, my daughter. And she's going to serenade us with some guitar as we tune on out. And we'll see everyone next time.